Hello, welcome to the NAMM show in Anaheim, California. I'm having the great pleasure of sitting down on the NUGEN audio booth with Freddie. Hey Freddie, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm so delighted to be sitting down. Can't believe it.
I know, it's only an hour into the show and our legs are already tired.
That's it.
You have a new thing.
We do. We have a new plugin that's just been released called Jotter. You can see it here on the screen. It's a utility plugin which is designed for people working in collaboration or anyone who needs an intuitive way to keep track of their notes, comments, feedback in any kind of project they're working on, whether that's in a DAW or some other kind of audio project. There is also a standalone version.
So as a Pro Tools user, for example, is this like an extension to the comments field in tracks or something like that?
Essentially, yes. So similar to VisLM, our loudness meter, this has a project timeline at the top of the plugin, and that is locked to the timecode within Pro Tools itself. So any comments that you add within Jotter are linked to a specific point in the timeline. So it means that rather than just making kind of comments on a specific track or whatever it might be, you can zone in on the specific moment. You can also export that as a CSV file, so that means that people who don't have Jotter can still get all that information with the timecodes included. It also runs as a standalone, and the standalone version is free. So if, for example, you've got clients who aren't ever actually needing to use a DAW, but you still want them to be able to make comments and feedback within Jotter, they can use the standalone, export that, you can import it into Pro Tools, and then you have all their comments already in the right places on the timeline. So it's just kind of it's a little bit like the tracking of changes and suggestions in Google Docs. It's like that, but for Pro Tools is the best way I can describe it.
Excellent. So if I send one of my tracks to someone and they can go, Sam, your vocal is out of tune at this point, and this point, and this point, and this point, and
precisely,
this point.
and
then
so
I
on and
can
so
go back
forth.
in and weep bits of tears.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. That's right. So, like I say, it's just come out. It's $49 currently. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure other currencies, but everyone uses dollars anyway. Who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah, it runs in VST3, AAX, and AU. All the good stuff. Everything you want. There's not a huge amount else to say about it. It's just kind of, it does what it says on the tin. You can also color code the notes you've made, turn them into to-do lists, things like that. It's kind of really intuitive. We've also added in various accessibility features. So there's a bunch of keyboard shortcuts, which we haven't included before. It has like text readout of some of the functionality, and that's something that we're eventually planning to roll out to the rest of our plugins as well. It's just been a bit of a trial run with Jotter because this is brand new. And we're now having saxophone blasted directly towards us.
Yes, I have a few notes for that saxophone player.
Yes, me too. But that's about it.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Freddie. It's great to see you.
No problem
and,
at all.
Look
Good
forward
to see
to
you
trying
as well.
this out.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.